Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky. I am a living Christ. This living Christ speaks of heaven and the hellish world of the civilized. Get this point straight. If you are living on earth today and living according to the rules made by one man or other men ruling over your lives, you are living in hell. That includes me, this simple man of truth. I am a living Christ, a simple man of truth. A man living in the balance of his divine, subconscious, creative, non-dualistic mind and his satanically ruled, dualistic, divided, opposing, intellectual mind. I am in hell with you. But most of you who are offended by my very existence are in hell also, and are inextricably bound by it. And you scream bloody murder when I don't capitulate to your desires to support your lives of violence, confusion, and pretense. You find yourselves frustrated when I refuse to argue with you, as you try pulling me down to your level of impotent slavery, while pretending that you have a fleeting relative image of power, fame, or some other pretentious status. You are offended when I state that I am a living Christ. You have your pretend gods, Jesus, Mohammed, Buddha, but in reality, in this moment, they are just thoughts in your intellect, and repeated so much and so often by outside sources who have conditioned you, that they have become instilled as habit. We all know what habit is. Stimulus, response, reward, punishment, until it installs itself as one's ego, one's identity. Now don't misunderstand me. Jesus, Mohammed, Buddha were living men at one time, and quite different from the other men ruled by thought of his time, of their time rather. They were transcendent beings of the intellect, which rule the other men, but knew that they had to use the intellect to communicate with those ignorant of their true status of gods, creators of their own quality of lives. Jesus, in his time, had only 12 apostles, people who had an affinity for the truth that Jesus spoke of. If you check out my Patreon site, you will find that I have but 5 subscribers of a worldwide audience of billions. Oh, there are many who have agreed with me in the past, but it has been rather superficial. For when the rubber meets the road, they have fallen away, preferring to remain with their habitual egoistic thoughts. At that moment, they decide to support the dualistic hell, which they try so hard to evade, to escape from. It merely spells the confusion, the violence, and the power that their mythical, illusory traps them in. Throughout religious history of Christianity and its Bible, the chosen, spoken of, a split is made, and people are made to choose what warring camp they will support. In reality, this split is not made by the chosen, but by the transcendent, those who understand and walk away from the confused path of intellectual Satanists. That is what I mean by Christ. One either supports hell or engages the rule of God. Do no harm. Tell no lies. Does anyone see the simplicity of it all? Can you do that? Live amongst each other without harming or lying to each other? If you can, you have made the divine cut. You are a Christ. If not, you remain seething, violent, confused within yourself, only to project such energies outwardly and manifest it as your life. Let's see how many of you get this inarguable